Okay, I like that. 6 minutes would be better, Shannon. Tick tock, tick tock. We're live on YouTube. All right. Okay. Well, it looks like we've got a big raucous crowd this morning. You know, but that's what the internet's for, right? So the three of us can make magic be seen all around the world, right? All right. So we'll get started this morning. Welcome to the Morning Grind. My name's Shannon Wheeler. I'm glad to be here. We're going to go around the room, 60 seconds of gratitude. Jason, what are you thankful for this morning?
Man, I got a sick dog at the house right now that we know is terminally ill. But she's doing a lot better than they expected she was going to be. So I'm grateful.
Can't be that dog that was in my office the other day slobbering over everything. That dog is not anywhere near being gone.
Cheryl will never recover from that.
Cameron, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful for more thankful and happy. I'm happy my sister, she has her signing day tomorrow. She's going to play college softball.
Oh man, that's exciting.
I'm going to go there. It's at 10. She's going to Motlow, which is cool. She's put in a lot of hard work, and I'm very happy for her. She'll be able to do that. So.
Oh man, it's good that you're going to be there to celebrate that win with her. Okay, so a little quick message this morning. There's two things on my mind. First thing is about how you show up in the world, right? What your choices are for how you want to show up in the world. Do you think you have any choice in how you show up in the world?
Every day.
Every day? Do you think you have any choice?
Absolutely.
So what you're saying to me is there are things about your choices throughout every day and things that you choose to do that you get to have the say in how you show up, how you talk, how you walk, what you think, who you help, all those things. You get choice in those things, right? Mm-hmm. We know there's some things that you don't get a choice in, right? I mean, not many, but there are some things that you don't get a choice in. And so my message today for both of my audience members is be cognizant of the ways that you show up, how you choose to show up, and that you have some choice in showing up. Now, have you ever heard anybody say, well, let me ask you this. Do you care what people think about you?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Do you care what people think about you?
Sometimes still. I used to a lot more. I still struggle with it a little bit, but not as bad.
You ever hear where people say, you know what, I'm just going to do it like that, and this is the way it's going to be, and if they don't like it, good for them. That's fine for them. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So, I don't necessarily disagree with that, right? But we're going to do something this morning. I want you to think about the fact that you can show up however you want to show up. You can say the words you want to say. You can feel the way you want to feel. You can take the actions you want to take. You can help the people you want to help. All those things. So I want you to take this piece of paper, and I want you to write on here. If you're telling me that you can choose how you show up, then I want you to write one reason on this piece of paper, one really, really good reason why you would not ever show up in the best version of yourself. Now, I've not always shown up as the best version of myself, right? But I want you to write down one reason why you would not show up as the best version of yourself. It could be, hey, morning, Jack. How you doing, buddy? Hey, you need a piece of paper right here, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey, you need a piece of paper. You gonna stay with us? You gonna stay with us? If you are, you need a piece of paper. Okay, everybody get a pen, get something to write with. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down on this piece of paper one reason why you would not ever show up as the best version of yourself. And it could be a time that maybe you didn't show up as the best version of yourself in the past. Fear, weakness, not understanding, concern, whatever it may be. Really think about that and just write that one word down on this piece of paper.
So it's one word.
Just one word. You can write a few words. It's not a test. But I just need you to write that word down, and then I want you to take that piece of paper, and I want you to fold it up. Excuse me. So, Jake, anytime you've not ever shown up as your best self, and what we've been talking about is how you have choices. You can always show up as your best self. You have that choice. What you can't control is you can't control maybe what people think about that. You can't control how people react to that. And there are things that you don't have any control over. But what we've determined, the one thing that we always have control over is the ability to show up as our best selves. So if you've ever not shown up as your best self, or if you know that you have a hard time showing up as your best self because you wanting to get approval or whatever it may be, just write that down on that piece of paper and just fold that up for me. Okay? I'm going to set that to the side. All right, so now I want to share something with you. Okay? This is from a bulletin at church. Okay? And the topic is racial justice. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice? Is an ancient question which demands that we turn from the normal expectations of our behavior to a higher calling. But how can we do justice in situations where injustice, especially racial injustice, continues to influence our decisions? It may be true that we see black people featured in television ads. We see Spanish-speaking people in the spotlight of variety shows. Many Asians are employed in science or technology. The Bureau of Indian Affairs does provide for national or for Native American needs. Nevertheless, it remains just as true that poverty, unequal educational opportunity, inadequate housing, and inadequate diet weigh heavily on minority communities. Minority unemployment is staggering compared with general unemployment figures, and employment means so much to the ability of people to live edifying lives. Justice is not yet a reality for racial and ethnic minorities, and we who understand the imperative of Jesus Christ seem to have forgotten the impact of the Scripture. To do justice demands a price. An eternal vigilance against injustice. That was January the 9th, 1977. Give me a break. Okay, so we know that we can show up however we like, right? And we know there's some things that we can't have control over how we show up. And you've each got a reason here why you've not shown up as your best self. I want you to know that I am going to make it my intention to show up for all of you every time I get a chance. Even if you're not watching, I'm going to show up for you. You're my brothers. This is my team. Y'all are my guys. It doesn't matter where I'm at. You see Premier Mortgage Group behind you. That means something. That means that you're representing me. I want you to stand up for me. I will stand up for you, even when you can't stand up for yourself. So I want you to take this piece of paper. This is one reason why you can't stand up and be your best self every single time. Right? So stand up right now. Right now. Stand up. Stand with me. Stand up. Take that piece of paper. Tear it up. Tear it up. You ain't got no reason. Tear it up, Van. Tear it up. Stand up. Show up. Be up. Van, get me out of here.